been a long 4 months without fantasy hockey, but don't worry, because the Brett Gordon Cup Draft Lottery starts right now. Welcome to the Roofball Memorial Arena, our host of the 3rd annual Brett Gordon Cup Draft Lottery. I'm your BGC insider, and alongside me, as always, the Puck Hawk.
Oink, oink, let's draft.
All right, well, we are all so excited to get this draft lottery started. It's going to be exciting. But first, let's look back on what was an incredible Season 2 of the BGC. We had trades, ad drops, controversies. The commish got abused from October until April, and in the end, Brian Bajoni of the Big Tony's Beauties was the winner of the BGC. What a season.
And shutouts.
Well, I gotta ask you, Puck Hog, what did you make of Brian's strategy to win the championship? He arrived at the draft, he had a good draft, and then he sort of fell asleep for around 7 months, and just sort of woke up as the winner.
The Beauties did what the Puck Hog calls the 3 Ps. He picked them, he played them, and usually the last one is for me, and I Puck Hog.
Well, what a draft it was for the Beauties. He had some great picks. He had Nick Foligno, no one saw him coming out with a 70-point season. Yuri Hudler, no one saw him coming out with a 70-point season. And his all-around studs like Letang, Getzlaf, Luongo were anchors on a Brett Gordon Cup championship-winning squad. What a season for him, and congratulations. But let's move on from that, and let's get looking forward to the draft lottery. All right, so just so everybody at home knows how we're doing this, on one deck of cards, we have the draft position, and on the other deck of cards, we have the team. We will first select the draft position. Puck Hog, you're going to handle that. Can you handle it?
I can handle more than you can throw.
And then, after the position has been selected, I will reveal the team who will be picking there.
Blackjack.
Nothing is funny about this. There's nothing under the table. Everything you see here is real.
Except for Puck Hog's legs.
So, without any further ado, let's get to this draft. I'm excited to see who's going to be picking where. Lot at stake here, lot at stake here, lot at stake here.
And a big congratulations to Big Tony's Beauties for taking home the prize, putting the puck on the hog, and riding it back with your prize in tow.
All right, well, here we go. Lot at stake. All right. Puck Hog, you want to do the honors?
Puck Hog with the first draw. Oh, and it's 81.
Puck Hog, that's actually 18. 18's on the card. Puck Hog, all right. Might have to pass the numbers over to me in a bit, but let's just move forward for now, drafting 18th. Now remember, 18th is no longer the last position. It is the 3rd last. We have 2 new GMs this year. We forgot to bring that up. 2 new GMs, Sasha and Ned, into the mix, but we'll talk about that a little later. Drafting 18th in the Brett Gordon Cup this year will be the McMaple Leafs. Thomas McCall of the McMaple Leafs drafting 18th overall.
Coming in 18th, drafting in 18th.
You know what? Let me tell you something. I think Thomas McCall, you're going to call me crazy, had a great year last year because he didn't end up fired. He should have been fired. We all wanted him fired, but he wasn't fired. And for me, that's just like a championship season for Tom McCall.
Not fired, ready to get fired up.
All right, let's move on to our next pick.
Here we go. 6.
Number 6.
Or 9.
That's a number 6.
That's a 6.
It's my own writing. That's a 6. I can see my own writing.
I gotta show it to the camera so they know it's not. Puck Hog's got to do something.
There's nothing fishy going on here. If we have to prove it, they might think it's fishy.
We say that it sounds fishy. The
Puck
Hog.
It's not fishy though. Listen to me. Did you do anything fishy? Okay. Drafting 6th. Let's find out who's drafting 6th overall in this year's Brett Gordon Cup. Drafting 6th overall, the McNicklers. Matthew Bourne and the McNicklers. What do you make of that, Puck Hog?
Hell of a franchise. Coming in 2nd, winning.
McNicklers did not come in 2nd, but it's true. They did win in the first season, and a devastating blow to miss out the year after kind of leaves a tarnish on that championship-winning season. It's still a great achievement, but a lot of question marks surrounding the McNicklers going into this year.
Let's get on to the next draft choice. Number 10 for the Hog.
Number 10. Hog picks 10. Who will be drafting 10 in the Brett Gordon Cup? We're about to find out right now. Chalupa Batman.
Holy cow.
Mikael and Chalupa Batman will be drafting 10th in the Brett Gordon Cup. Mikael Chalupa Batman drafting 10th. Now this is an interesting GM. What's interesting about him?
He's done it.
Is this an interesting GM?
He's an interesting GM.
He's a very interesting GM. Mikael is a very interesting general manager. All right, let's get to the next
On to the next pick. And I'd love to thank Puck Hog's little tykes, the Puck Hog charity out there. Hope you're doing well, Tom. Now we got a V.
That's the number 7.
It's the number 7.
Puck Hog. That's the number 7, everybody. All right, let's move on, though. Who will be picking 7th right after the McNicholars in the Brett Gordon Cup draft? A close, long-time friend of the McNicholars, the Wheelers. The Wheelers drafting 7th. Now, Wheelers, tough to predict what he's going to do this year. There's no Maple Leafs to take. Does that mean he only takes black guys? I'm not sure. What do you make of it?
He's a passion player and makes passion picks. He picks the players he likes. He picks them fast. He picks them with passion.
All right, what a GM. What a team.
I've drawn a number before announcing, and here it is, 14.
14. This is the 14th pick in the Brett Gordon Cup. The 14th pick in the Brett Gordon Cup belongs to the Ninjas. Aiden of the Ninjas drafting 14th. Wow, what an interesting moment here. What do you think of the Ninjas drafting 14th?
I don't know what to think.
You know what? The Ninjas, Aiden, he's a very interesting general manager. He's a hard ass out there. He'll bench you if you're not performing. And even if you are performing like Duncan Keith, he might just bench you at 12:15 on a Saturday anyways. So, hey, what kind of, great job, Ninja.
He'll bench your ass.
All right, let's move on to the next draft pick.
Woo! 15.
15. 15 in the Brett Gordon Cup belongs to a new franchise, the Crummy Danglers. The Crummy Danglers drafting 15th. Now, what do you think? Do you think Ned Strumming is going to be an advantage for him in the pool?
I think it'll have no impact.
No impact. Ned Strumming. What about it? Would it be really, anything there, Puck Hog?
Never seen it. What is, who are the Crummy Danglers?
It's supposed to be a joke. All right, let's move on to the next draft pick.
12. Another fairly dull number for a fairly fun time.
You're right about that, Puck Hog. There's not that much exciting going on with the number 12. All right, drafting 12th, however.
A number for a real loser.
The Bone Thugs.
I stand corrected.
The Bone Thugs will be drafting 12th. Wow, that's an interesting one because the Bone Thugs arguably had one of the best teams in the Brett Gordon Cup last year, but they weren't even able to make the playoffs. A real disappointment for a strong franchise who had some great picks like Roman Josi, Philip Forsberg, and others.
It's bad luck. I don't want that rabbit's foot.
So, we're moving on. Moving on to the next pick.
Okay, number 16, another high one. If we were playing blackjack, we'd be bust.
Getting the middle numbers out of the way early here, so a lot of exciting numbers to finish. Drafting 16th in the Brett Gordon Cup will be Blake's superb team. Blake's superb team drafting 16th. Let me say what a year it was last year for Blake. He was the joke of the league in the first season. Carter for Tavares, Carter for Tavares, Carter for Tavares, Carter for Tavares. Justin Falk added. But he turned it around and he made the finals only to lose out to Big Tony's Beauties. Your thoughts on Blake?
Second place.
Oh,
Picking the next pick, number 5, the pick of the century.
number 5, the century's only pick belongs to Blades of Steel, Mark Mead. A controversial GM, came under a lot of fire from the one man who likes to breathe it, Simon McColl. He almost got thrown out of the pool until he found out that no one but Simon wanted him thrown out.
Next pick, number 17.
Number 17. Number 17 in the draft belongs to the Hot Hockey Men. Dylan O'Donnell, our commissioner, the Hot Hockey Men, will be drafting 17th. If I could see his face right now, I'd say he doesn't look that happy, does he? Does he look happy to you?
He's got a beard.
He's giving us the thumbs up. I don't believe it. Do you believe the thumbs up, Puckhog?
Commish, leading us all the way through the league, picking his players for his own team, and then setting the settings for everyone else's teams.
What's the most exciting thing about the commish? What Simon McColl might say about him this year. All right, let's move on.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have selected the number 1 card. This is the first overall draft pick in the Brett Gordon Cup. This is a very exciting moment. Last year, it was held by Brainhead. He didn't do what he'd wanted to do with it. But this year, it's going to be somebody, it could be Brainhead again.
First overall.
Ladies and gentlemen, those watching around the world, the first overall pick in the Brett Gordon Cup goes to Cox's Crazy Carnival. He looks set to have Alexander Ovechkin on his team for the 2nd year in a row. Cox's Crazy Carnival. And as a surprise, what are we going to do now, Puckhog?
We're going to give Cox's Crazy Carnival a call. Now we're calling, and nothing nefarious has happened at all. You can cut that.
We're trying to get Joel Cox on the line right now to tell him the big news.
Hello?
Joel Cox, this is the Brett Gordon Cup Insider. You're on the air.
With the Puckhog.
Whoa!
Joel Cox, do you know why we're calling you today?
Why is that?
Well, Joel, we wanted to let you know, live, on air, at the Brett Gordon Cup Draft Lottery, that you will be selecting
First overall.
Congratulations, Joel Cox. What do you got to say to everyone out there watching around the world?
This is unbelievable. I had dreams about this.
Well, congratulations. Does it feel good to be knowing you'll draft Ovechkin twice in a row if you do draft him?
Oh my gosh, I thought about it today, and I'm just I don't know what I'm going to do. This is insane.
Joel, can you tell us who you're going to pick?
I don't know right now.
Well, he's got plenty of time to think about it.
For me last year.
Well, Joel, thanks for picking up. Congratulations, and we will see you at the draft.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
Get your thinking cap on and get in the tub.
I can't believe it.
Congratulations.
Okay, congratulations.
Oh my god.
I can't say I'm not jealous. The Puckhog picking now.
Well, there you have it. Joel Cox picking first overall in the draft. A lot of people would have had their fingers crossed it was going to be named them, but it's not. Joel Cox, congratulations. Could be 2 years in a row of Ovechkin. Amazing, amazing stuff.
Here we go. Oh, Joel Cox's neighbor, best friend, and close follower, number 2. This is a hot pick.
Drafting 2nd overall in the Brett Gordon Cup, right after Joel Cox.
The everybody but Ovi
A great pick
choice.
itself. A great pick itself right here. The Downtown Dandies. The Downtown Dandies will be drafting 2nd overall in the Brett Gordon Cup. A fantastic draft pick for him. He hasn't drafted early once yet. He'll be thrilled about this. Drafting 2nd, he's got some great options there. He's got Sagan, he's got Crosby. He could go off the charts, go for a reach. We don't know what he's going to do, but what do you think the Downtown Dandies might say right now, Puckhog?
They'd be pretty damn pleased, I'd have to tell you, but you know, it's a big choice.
Do you think if the Downtown Dandies were sort of performing a character, doing a live broadcast, they could maintain themselves to keep playing that character despite the big news?
There's a good chance they might look more happy or more concerned because they were really gunning for Ovechkin, and now who knows, I would imagine.
All right, well, let's move on to the next pick right now.
The next pick on the docket,
13.
number 13.
Who will be drafting 13th in the Brett Gordon Cup? Drafting 13th, Annie's Puck Dynasty. Let's move on. Team name. Let's move on.
13th overall, it's a pick. You choose it after
12.
exactly. Number 3, or it's an E. And I know it's a 3 because we're only doing numbers.
Number 3 belongs to in the Brett Gordon Cup draft. Brainhead. Brainhead run by Dacky. Brainhead drafting 3rd overall. Last year Brainhead had the 1st overall pick, but he won't be too happy with his season. Sometimes I wonder how much brains he's got up in that head up there. Some bad moves last year. What do you think, Puckhog?
It's like an unfinished meal. It's probably just going to go to waste.
All right, let's move on to the next pick.
Here we go.
11.
11.
11 in the draft. 11 in the draft belongs to World Heroes. World Heroes will be drafting 11th overall in the Brad Gordon Cup draft. A tough position in the middle. You don't get to plan much, but it's the highest World Heroes have ever drafted, and they'll have their eyes on a pretty damn good player right there. What do you make of that, Puckhog? What do you make of World Heroes' duo tandem?
2 people on 1 team.
That's twice the amount of GMs most teams have.
Oh, number 4. Still a lot of big teams left to be drafted, and it's exciting time to pull them. Some are pumping themselves up for this one.
Let's look at who's going to be drafting 4th overall in the Brad Gordon Cup.
Someone's an air mattress because they're getting pumped up.
The Lee Street Tickler
The
drafting
Ticklers
4th
have
overall.
jumped in.
I can picture him somewhere doing a large fist pump looking like a smug jerk. What do you think of that?
That sounds like jealousy. Going on down, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Oh, the Tickler. You didn't talk about the team.
Well, the Lee Street Tickler is just a formidable opponent. You know he's going to be looking at it for as many man hours as you can count, looking at that computer, finding players. I tell you, this guy is zoned in.
He's tuned in, tuned on, volume on full.
Yeah,
Number 9.
He can't tell you what's right and wrong, just what's right and wrong with his team. He'll tell you what's right and wrong with every team. All right, number 9. Check out my new twig, Simon. Check out my new twig, Simon. Now, this is a GM nobody really likes. Wouldn't you say? Nobody likes this GM. Fuck him. Just fuck him.
Nice guy. You know, he had Puckhog over to his house more than once. Number 20.
Number 20, drafting last in the Brad Gordon Cup.
Dead last.
Great thing about this pick, though, is I know you're drafting late, but you're getting 2 picks in a row. You get to make a strategy, you get to execute it, you get to really build a team of your own, and let's see who's drafting number 20 in the Brad Gordon Cup draft.
Could even get Taylor Hall.
Is that a shot at me? Our new GM at the bottom of the order, Sasha. Sasha, not yet given a team name, Sasha.
Maybe the Mongooses.
Maybe the Mongooses is right.
Might be.
Let's move on to the next pick.
Another
We're
one.
almost done here.
Last one, second last one. Number 19, second last one, second last pick, second last
Drafting
draft
number 19 from the Brad Gordon Cup. Dry Island, Jamie Dickey.
Jamie
Dry Island.
Dickey.
Jamie Dickey's got his finger on the trigger at all times. He's ready to make a deal. He's ready to make a deal with World Heroes. But he'll do what he needs to do to try and get his team back in the playoffs this year. I know it hurt. It stung missing out. He's a GM who really works hard at his team. What do you make of Jamie Dickey?
I call Jamie Dickey Starbucks because he's always down for a fair trade. Here we go. Number 8, or infinity, depending on your worldview.
All right, boys and girls, this is the last pick of the Brad Gordon Cup. And as surprise, the only team remaining, the reigning champions, Big Tony's Beauties, drafting 8th. Big Tony's Beauties, hopefully his slumber strategy can serve him well again all the way to another championship. What do you think?
Rest well, sweet beauties. Get your beauty sleep.
All right, well, boys and girls, before we leave here right now, we're going to go into a segment called Hog Wild, where Hog Wild runs down his thoughts on the upcoming season, the talking points, the controversies, what's going to happen. Let's get you ready to get tied up into the action. Hog Wild.
Better get your pen open, get the mud off your boots, and hop into the hog pit because we're going hog wild with the Puck Hog. This year's going to be a big year in the cup.
Well, there you have it. Hog Wild again. All right, boys and girls, everybody around the world, hockey fans, fantasy hockey fans, and anyone just tuning in, thank you for watching the lottery draft for the Brad Gordon Cup 3rd annual season. It's been a great time. Congratulations to Cox's Crazy Carnival on picking 1st overall in the draft. It's been my pleasure once again to sit alongside the Puck Hog and our fabulous crew. Thank you so much, and have a great season.
Keep
it up.
Keep drafting. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
We will be signing autographs for a fee.